Are you wondering how to indent rows in Google Sheets? Well, if that's the case, then you've come to the right place, because today I'm going to be walking you through exactly what you need to do. Now, if you've used Google Sheets up until now, you would have noticed that there is no clear indentation functionality like you get in other platforms such as Microsoft Excel. So you may have looked here on the toolbar and noticed that there's nothing really that you can use. Well, thankfully there is a solution, and I'm going to be walking you through it in just a sec. So firstly, I'd just like to show you what it kind of looks like. So on the left hand side we can see our column and text without indentation, and on the right I've set up some indentation according to some of the parameters that I've set. You can change how this looks as well, and the extent of the indentation, and I will show you how to do that right now. So what I've done is I've just created another tab, and I've just pulled across that first column to show you how it works. Now, you can do with it, when it comes to indentation, you can do it kind of row by row and one at a time, or you can do kind of multiple. So, and what I mean by that is you could do a category, and then you could do a subcategory, and then you could do sub items, and that will save you a lot of time. So as an example of that, what I've done here is I've just bolded out. So food is my kind of main category, fruit is my subcategory, and vegetables and meats another subcategory, and then I've got some sub items within that category. And just by having that structure is going to make it easy for me, because I know what needs to be indented under what. So for instance, I want everything to come under food. I want only these particular fruits to come under fruit, these particular vegetables to come under vegetables, and these particular meats to come under meat. So I want all of these to come under food. So how do we do that? How do we set up indentation? So what you need to do is first select what you want to indent. So let's say, as an example, we want to indent all of the main categories. So we want to indent fruit, vegetables, and meat. So what you want to do is hold Control on your keyboard and left click on those items, and that will select all of those ones that I've just mentioned. You may have these your own categories that you want to do this with. From here, you click the format button, go to number, and then you want to look for custom number format. And if you click that, it's going to bring you this screen here. Now you may have the @ symbol in here, or you might have it blank like I do in this instance. Either way, you're going to want that @ symbol. And what you're going to need to do, and this is what sets the indentation, is you need to specify some spaces before the @. Now, you might want to write these down because you want to follow the same parameters for all of the different items. So for example, let's say we're doing the category fruit, vegetables, and meat. I'm going to do 5 spaces now. So 5 spaces on the keyboard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each space on the keyboard relates to the amount of characters before that item, or the extent of the indentation. So I've done 5 characters, and I'm pressing apply. And you'll notice these have all come across. So we've set up our first form of indentation. Now the next ones we want to do are the sub items. So we're going to hold Control again, and I'm going to select all of these. Basically the remaining items. Oh, I clicked wrong there. And now we do the same thing, and we set up the indentation for these sub items. So format, number, custom number format, @ again, and this time we want further indentation. So I would recommend 10, and that's 10 spaces, and that's because we did 5 spaces before. Now you could do, any numbers you like. It depends how much indentation you want, but you want to align it to, if you're having categories and subcategories, so it makes sense. If we had 2 spaces here and hit apply, you'll notice that it just doesn't look right. There's not enough indentation. We need 10. So if I go format again, number, custom number format, I'm going to wipe out these spaces from a blank slate, and I recommend doing that just to make sure you've got, you know where you're at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 spaces. Hit apply. And as you'll see, I've got the indentation. It's spot on for everything. So all the, the subcategories are aligned, and so are the sub items as well. So that's how to really indent rows in Google Sheets. It's the best way. If I was to click on one of these, you'll notice that there's no kind of spaces before. which is really useful. It doesn't kind of mess with the data in the field, so just bear that in mind. So this really is the best way. And if you did want to remove the indentation, then what you would basically need to do is go back into those fields where you've set it up. So we're going to use Control to select those categories. I'm going to go Format, and you do need to go back into number and custom number format, and you should see it in here. So if you wanted to take it out, you would simply just take out all of the spaces, and you would then need to do that for all the subtasks as well. So let me just select all of those, format. If I clicked clear formatting, it wouldn't do anything, by the way. That doesn't seem to work. So you need to basically change the number format back to the original. And that's how to remove indentation. So I hope this video was useful. If it was, please do hit the like button and do consider subscribing to my channel. You may even want to go over to my channel because I have multiple videos on using Google Sheets, which may help you. So with that said, I hope you have an excellent day.